Alright guys, I just finished up and posted my DC Cinematic Universe What Went Wrong video. If everybody wants to go check that out, it's down in my channel. Now we're going to get to another video, and like I said, it's the inner nerd in all of us, so they are a little longer on these. But now I'm going to do one over Marvel. What I think, like just quick think of going forward and what they should do, or my opinion, what they should do, and stuff like that, and what I've thought about the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far. All right, I'm gonna get right into it. I hope y'all are having a great Saturday. By the way, please like, subscribe. We're trying to build this channel up. I'm trying to get some good content for y'all, just random topics, all kinds of things. Mostly sports on here, and I'll post a couple more sports videos today. But just everything. We talk about everything here. We're open to I'm open to criticism. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, AKMore08. Marvel. What they've done so far is genius. Marvel was never on DC's level as far as animated, as far as comic sales. They were kind of, but it was just based on the demographic. The comic books, in my opinion, DC had better animated and better comic book source material and just stories than Marvel. I always thought that. Marvel has great characters, though. Great. Everything Marvel has is still amazing. I'm not trying to bash Marvel and say they are inferior or anything like that, because they're not. They're kicking butt in the live-action cinematic universe. They're destroying everybody in the superhero genre. Everybody, because they have a genius marketing strategy and sense of direction than anybody else or whatever. Regardless if some of the movies in the Marvel universe are not as good, they still have a point and a purpose going into these other ones, and like setting up for something bigger. Even the smaller movies, they have a purpose, regardless if you like them or not. They have a bigger meaning and purpose, which is genius marketing and just genius Kevin Feige, and just all those. Stan Lee created these characters. They're fantastic characters. DC has great characters, but Marvel's characters are also awesome. And kids love them. They're getting a lot more kids are starting to flock now, and people are starting to flock now towards the movies and the Marvel side because they're being successful. They're winning. They're getting a bunch of money. Box office killing it. All right. So far the Marvel universe has been great. It hasn't been flawless, obviously. I couldn't stand either one of the Ant-Man movies, to be honest, but they had a purpose. I knew what their purpose was, and I knew Ant-Man. I do like Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. Don't get me wrong, I just didn't like the movies. But the Thor movies have not been good. Ragnarok was great. I take that back. Not all the Thor movies. Ragnarok was great Thor movie. But the first Thor, I knew its purpose, and I accepted it, and I loved Loki, and it built up Thor. Thor 2 was god-awful, period. It was god-awful. Same thing, though, with, all the Iron Mans except Iron Man 3. I liked Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. They weren't perfect. Nothing has to be perfect, though, in this universe. Marvel's built it up to where it got perfect later on down the line, because they all had a purpose and a scheme and a message and a sense of direction. And that is my food, by the way, on the microwave. I am sorry but I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to do this video and then eat. So that being said, Marvel has gone forward very successfully. It was great. Nobody can deny that the Captain America movies, I love Captain America. That's my favorite of all the characters. I don't like Iron Man. I don't like Tony Stark, really, or whatever. I like his gadgets and stuff, and he's cool, but I think Black Panther's cooler than Iron Man, for real, and richer and just strong, better as far as tech. And his little Shuri, his little sister, it's got better tech, I think, Wakanda tech and vibranium, all kinds of stuff than Tony and everything. But that's just me. I'm biased because I'm a Captain America fan. Sorry, guys. I am a Captain America fan. The first Avenger, Captain America movie, It wasn't great, but it was good. I liked it. It was set up Captain America way back in World War II and Red Skull and everything. Winter Soldier is still one of the best Marvel movies. It's very close to the Endgame Avengers Infinity War. Like Winter Soldier is the best solo superhero movie in the Marvel universe. It is. Winter Soldier is downright. Civil War was good also, but Winter Soldier was a great movie, man. It had a little bit of everything in it. That being said, okay, guys, sorry. I got off topic because I'm a Cap fan. Marvel knows what they're doing. They will keep going forward. Infinity War, I thought, was better than Endgame. Some of y'all disagree. Endgame was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Endgame is rewatchable. I love it. It's a great movie. I liked Infinity War better, though. And I'll tell you why. Because it was from Thanos' point of view. They all were defeated. Like, it showed adversity that they had to overcome for Endgame and everything. Because Thanos just came off as absolutely unstoppable and indestructible and everything, especially when he got the stones and just tricked them all and did all that. I mean, they just got beat. They just got straight up manhandled, beat, or whatever. And also, Josh Brolin, I said this in the DC video, Josh Brolin murdered that role as Thanos. That was the best. Marvel set up the best villain. And some of y'all Loki fans saying, oh, Loki's still the best villain. No, man. Thanos was the best superhero movie villain, other than Heath Ledger's Joker, that of all superhero movies. Thanos had a mission, he had a goal, he had a mind that was very intelligent, he had a willpower to him that he was going to succeed no matter what. His conversations with Gamora on why he was doing things, his conversations with Doctor Strange, or Tony, and Doctor Strange, when they were on that little planet or whatever, on why and what Titan was and what his homeworld was, just why he became a conqueror. Like, Thanos was amazing. Amazing. Josh Brolin was amazing. He murdered that role and killed it. And just all his little, I mean, he's still being quoted to this day. From Infinity War and all that, like Thanos will be quoted for a long time because he had a mission and he had a purpose and a goal, and you weren't going to stop him or whatever. But he didn't come off as a conqueror of everything in the universe, evil. In Endgame he did, because he saw that the Avengers would never stop so he was kind of a little bit more like pissed off, and wanted to wipe out everybody after that, because he saw that there'd still be people that would remember, like he said. So, anyway, he was great. Going forward, this is how I'm going to end it. Marvel, you can't really bash them. They haven't been perfect, though. All their movies are not great. You can't sit here and say all the Marvel movies are great. Iron Man 3 was absolutely the worst, one of the worst superhero movies. Thor 2 was right there with it. Cap, the first Avenger, was not for everybody, but I liked it still. Ant-Man, both Ant-Man movies were not good. I'm sorry. They just didn't do the numbers and they weren't good. So, and then I forgot some of the other ones, but, there's so many movies of the Marvel universe. Doctor Strange was not for everybody. It was okay, but it wasn't for everybody. Spider-Man, I didn't like the first Spider-Man movie. What was it? Homecoming? I didn't like it, to be honest. I like the Spider-Man guy, and I'm not really sold on him completely yet, but I like him. I like him as Spider-Man, for real. Because I like the first two Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. So I like this new Spider-Man. I just didn't like Homecoming and its plot or anything. It was a good starting movie for him, don't get me wrong, and I liked Michael Keaton as Vulture. I just didn't like anything else about it. Far From Home with Mysterio, I like that way better. I like that one way better than Homecoming with Mysterio and just Tony being dead and he's taking up kind of making a new suit, all kinds of stuff like that. That was cool. I like that or whatever. Going forward, what I think, a few things that Marvel should do. There's only one bad guy you can do. All these rumors about the Skrulls and like Secret Invasion storyline and all that kind of stuff. You could do that in the first maybe few movies of the new Marvel going forward, Phase 4, whatever it is. I don't think you should make that your main focus because you're going to lose a lot of people's interest. I'm sorry, unless you keep it really spicy. There's only one direction you can go. Going forward, Marvel needs to get Galactus set up, established as the next villain. Knows maybe that Thanos has been defeated and killed and everything or whatever. Get him set up. Get Silver Surfer set up. Get Adam Warlock set up in this universe. Get Nova Prime, or Supernova, whatever he's called, set up. Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. There's been a lot of rumors, guys. Also, if y'all haven't heard the news, Keanu Reeves might be Johnny Blaze, might be the Ghost Rider. The new Ghost Rider, set him up. Maybe bring him in the Doctor Strange 2 movie, or as a little cameo or something like that. But I hope he plays him. That'd be a great casting choice for Keanu because he loves motorcycles. And he loves action, and Ghost Rider's got a lot of action, a lot of cool stuff in his arsenal. That being said, go forward with Ghost Rider, Galactus, Silver Surfer, Adam Warlock, get them all established, get the new Guardians 3 movie with Thor as their compadre, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Going forward, I think... I forgot the Karate Guy's name. They're making the Karate Guy movie, the best martial artist. He's in this universe coming up. But what you do need to set up at some point is the X-Men. You got to recast everybody quickly and get this established. You already got Blade, and maybe tying in with that Morbius movie and that Spider-Man cinematic that Sony's doing with Sinister. You already got Blade rumored to be in that Morbius movie supposedly at the end. I don't know, something like that. Kevin Feige's having a conversation about that. Blade, you've already got all these people established. Going forward, you got to keep your sense of direction. To keep a focus. The Black Widow movie, I'm going to be honest, I'm not thrilled for it. I know they're still going to release it because everybody was calling for it for years, but I just think it's bad timing. It's supposed to be in between Civil War and Infinity War, I think. What Black Widow's doing. She's dead, though, supposedly. I mean, like I said, nobody really stays dead in any of these in Marvel or DC universe. They don't really stay dead. So, I just think it's bad timing, but I understand why. Black Widow is an important character. She is a main part of the Avengers. So, it should have been released years ago. Should have been released after Iron Man 3, I think. Or right after Iron Man 3 or right after Captain 1. So that way you get used to her in Winter Soldier and everything. Anyway, I understand why they're doing the Black Widow movie, but unless they have a plan and at the end of it, maybe she wasn't dead. Maybe she gets released from the Soul Stones. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do something with that where she can return, be back. I don't think Scarlett Johansson's done at all as Black Widow, and she hasn't mentioned anything being done, so I don't think she's dead. Like, she might be trapped in the Soul Stone with her soul, but because she sacrificed herself, but she's not done, I don't think. So they could do something with it going forward. Galactus, X-Men, you got to get X-Men set up. You got to get the X-Men set up. Like, that's important as much as it, and you got to, if you're going to bring Galactus and Silver Surfer, you have to have the Fantastic Four. But you need to do a correct version on both the X-Men and the Fantastic Four that people are going to love and respect and want in this universe, in this Marvel. You need to have them in their OG, original X-Men animated suits, animated series suits. Wolverine in his yellow suit. You need to have them in their stuff. Fantastic Four the same way. You need to make Doctor Doom good, established and good in this universe. All that kind of stuff. That's what I think they need to do. Keep a sense of direction, focus, get this all established character-wise, just like they've been doing for years, and then build it up to Galactus like they've been doing. That way people will want to keep coming to the theaters. And if you get Keanu Reeves as Johnny Blaze as Ghost Rider, everybody loves Keanu Reeves. That's what is that, America's Sweetheart right now or whatever? Everybody loves him. He's a super nice guy. super intelligent, super nice guy, and the women love him because he's very classy, everything like that. Get him in the universe some way or some form or whatever. And Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is my favorite character because he's absolutely unstoppable. Adam Warlock is one of the top 5, seriously, strongest in mind, magic, and physical, just everything. Adam Warlock is one of the top 5 most powerful Marvel characters in the universe. Get his butt in this universe. Anyways, that's it, guys. Marvel, you can't really bash them too much. They're animated. They need to do a little bit better. They're comics. They need to do a little bit better. But source material and stories. But their cinematic universe, their live action is killing it. I'm a fan of Marvel. Some things are a little cheesy and a little corny. I like how they're starting to lighten up a little bit on the language and like a little bit more adult, because we're all adults now that started on this journey with them way back. So I'm starting to see that they're lightening up a little bit and going a little darker too on some things with DC. So they do got that right. That being said, y'all have a great day. I'm going to post another video pretty soon. It will be a sports video, though. That's enough of the nerd talk and DC and Marvel. Y'all hit me up, give me some criticism, give me some what y'all think, y'all's opinion. This is all just my opinion. And y'all have a great day, and I'll post a couple of sports videos to keep this channel going. All right?